Lucas and Walks for Burger. Today we are here in Greenville, and today I will be going over 5 American-made cars that I would recommend for you to buy in Greenville. So without further ado, let's hop right into it and let me figure out where to put this list. I'll put it right here. With number 1, by the way, this is not in order at all. This is just by cars. Like, the first one's one that I liked, that I wanted to put on the list that I've had in my garage. The others are nah, they're not really, nothing's really in order. So let me just find our first car. Our first car will be the 2023 Ford F-150. So we're going to be going over this car real quick. We'll start off with the sounds on this thing. Let's get it a little start up. This little startup, we'll move on to the turn signals for our, actually no, we'll do the horn. There we go, now we'll hop on to our lighting. Here's our turn signals, DRLs up front there. Let me get my low beams. Got the low beams, get the high beams, we get both bars, no difference in the back, I don't think. Yeah, no difference in the back. We'll just be giving this thing a little road test before we hop on to our next car. So without further ado, let's just so we'll do first the handling test. We are right here. Everything is getting caught right now. I'm sorry, chat. We'll be doing handling for a boat. It handles surprisingly well. Like, I'm just keeping it going. It's keeping its lane for the most part. Now we'll be doing 0 to 60. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Tenths, 9.5 seconds. I'll give it 9.5. Definitely not like the quickest, but what are you expecting from a big bulky American? Top out at 117 and brakes. Brakes at full speed are decent. I wouldn't call them the best nor the worst. So now we'll move on to the 2020 Chevy Tahoe. Now, both the Tahoe and the Suburban are on this list, so we kind of got double. But we'll be starting off with our Tahoe right here. We'll start off with our sounds, per usual. Let me turn this off, and then we'll get right into it. Nope, wrong sound. Here we go. Got some sounds. I'll shut up for the startup. Here we go. Let's rev it. Pretty good. Brake lights. Horn. Let's do our low beams. High beams. High beams rear. No difference. Keeps the same just like the Ford. We will move on to our handling. So let me just get to the nearest roundabout, and then we will hop right onto our handling. Let me just kind of situate my things. Alright, let's go for it. I say as I almost hit a pole. We'll be pulling up to the roundabout very shortly, and then we will be doing our handling test. See how well this thing handles. After that, we'll hop right into the 0 to 60 and top speed. So yeah, let's do it. Let's brake. Alright, let's go. So we're doing handling. So I'm gonna keep the wheel turned as much as it goes. Let's see how well. That is pretty good, I'll say that much. That is pretty good. We'll move on to the 0 to 60 now. So 3, 2, 1, and go. Seven seconds. That is pretty good, not gonna lie. Better than the F-150. I'll say that much. Still definitely not the best speeds. I don't think we even have any cars with good speeds on our list anyways, but our top's at 120. And never mind, I take that back. We have one on here that has a really good speed. Next up we have, you guessed it, the number 3 spot, we have the Suburban. When we got the Tahoe, we gotta get the Suburban, if you know. Y'all like my plate? FBI, blacked out Colorado. Yes, sir. Let's turn our lights off and then get our noises going. So 3, 2, 1, here's our start. Similar to the, oh my god, this is the Suburban Tahoe. Let's get into our lights. Here's our low beams. Let's get high beams going. High beams in the rear. Stay the same per usual. Let's get our rev. There's our rev. Let's hop right over to the roundabout for our handling, and then we will hop into our 0 to 60 and top speed. Low-key, we might get our top speed on our way there. Just try not to. You know, if it's slow, so kind of not hit top speed and all y'all. Oh my god, okay. That wasn't planned. Trust me, that was not planned. Let's get back to it. Here's the roundabout. We'll be seeing what this car can do. Starting now. Turn all the way. Okay, it's better at shorthand. It's better at handling very short, like tight handling than the Tahoe. However, it does go way wider when it keeps at the same speed. So now we'll be moving on to our 0 to 60, starting now. 11 seconds. I would say definitely it makes sense why it's our most, it makes sense why it's our most, like, slowest vehicle. But it tops out at 115, I mean, oh my god. Kind of, I think that's the same as the F-150. F-150 might have been 112, I honestly forget. But we'll move on to our next car, which is the 2019 Corvette. Now this thing, it's gotta be the best. It's gotta have the best speeds. Like, if it doesn't, I don't know what to say. Let's hop in it. We'll put the roof down. How about that? Take a little look at the interior. This is the interior on mine. With that being said, let's turn these lights off and get into our startup. Very delicious startup, I must say. We have to do the rev on this. It's just beautiful. I don't know what to say. Rather interesting horn, but it's fine. It's fine. Here we go with our 4-ways. Pretty nice. Let's move on to our low beams. Let's get our high beams to the back, and then here's some high beams to the front. High beams for the front stay the same, just get a bit brighter. We'll be doing our handling next, so let's just get down. Roundabout handling. Try not to hit our top speed. Try not to have too much fun. Okay? Stay in. Here we go. We will be doing let's get back up to the main road and try this. How about that? How about that? Okay, how about that, chat? I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm getting the top speed on this car by the end of the video. I'd say the Suburban's the most regular car on the list, but this is like an off-roady fun vehicle, I'd say. So let's start off and turn these lights off real quick and do our startup. Very quiet startup. We will do little rev. See how this is. Pretty good rev. I'm liking that rev. Our horn. Beautiful. Let's move into our four-ways. Looking great. Get our low beams. High beams, nothing changes in the back, and I think nothing changes in the front either. Just get a bit brighter. We'll be hopping over to the, for the roundabout for our handling and see what we get from there. Let's just get over there. And try not to hit the top speed because this thing does not have a top speed. I mean, it does have a top speed, just not a very high one. So it's easier to get to when you're just full sending it down the road. Especially if it's a straight road. Roundabout, beautiful, just what we needed for this. Let's start off. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Other than let's start off. Okay. We're doing the full loop. And this is low-key looking good. Yo, this thing handles like a beast. Oh my god, this thing's good. I'd recommend it just from that handling. Here we go. 0 to 60 in 3, 2, and 1. 11 seconds, so it ties with the Suburban, I believe. Let's get our top speed on this thing real quick. And then that will be it for maybe up to there. Alrighty. We're off to the races, hitting 100 miles per hour. And we top at 110. So, lowest top speed out of all of them, definitely. Would I recommend it by the handling and for off-road purposes? Yes. So yeah, that being said, that'll end today's video. So yeah, and if you guys will end today's video, hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then.